don't know whether the patient is HIV positive. I mean, even if he is, there's no guarantee that transmission took place. In most cases, it doesn't. So statistically, the odds are in your favor.
Why don't I feel lucky?
When there's no defense.
You shot her heart out for a lousy packet of fags.
No alibi.
Just because he has a record doesn't make him a murderer.
When the police already have a confession.
Any nut will crack if you stamp on it hard enough.
All the evidence points to Kavanagh's most haunting case yet.
I'm going down, aren't I?
You don't think he did it, do you?
I've been known to be wrong.
Tonight at 8:30 on Central, Kavanagh QC.
I'm not your ordinary everyday fool.
But the Griswold family might disagree as they embark on a nightmare vacation to Wally World.
Hey, don't you kids knock anymore?
National Lampoon's Vacation.
She's not fine, Clark. She's dead.
A Monday film romp at 10:40 on Central.
The Lynx Effect. Remember, it doesn't last forever.
Kellogg Sustain, designed for an athlete's body, good for everybody. Crisp, light, multi-grain flakes, juicy sultanas, delicious apple and almonds that taste so good, they make the perfect start to the fullest day. New Kellogg Sustain.
Business Breaks, a community initiative from Central, in association with the Prince's Youth Business Trust.
Shire Classics are rocking horse manufacturers, specialising in Victorian rocking horses. Quality and value for money are our bywords, and ensure that these beautiful traditional pieces of furniture remain something to treasure. Shire Classics, 01522 791 972.
Let Central give your business a break. Write to Business Breaks, PO Box 96, Birmingham, B1 2JL.
Is tea fluffing?
Two very different families.
It's important to me that you're there.
One shared experience.
Oh my God!
Liverpool, 1960. A time of discovery.
Good day from Warren's. Hello. Hello.
Confrontation.
I'm pregnant. What?
And friendship.
Thought you looked me like.
So did I.
And The Beat Goes On starts tomorrow at 10 on Channel 4.
Cliff Richard joins Philip Schofield and Emma Forbes for this week's Talking. Telephone numbers at 7 o'clock. That's after the day's regional news from Central.
Gunned down, a father is shot in the stomach by hitmen. 10 years ago, armed police killed his son.
I thought he was dead, you know, because they did say he was shot in the stomach, but they turned around and said he was still moving when he was shot over there. Just by the edge of the car park.
Central News, good evening. A man has been seriously wounded by a gunman 10 years after his young son was shot dead by a police marksman.
John Shorthouse was blasted in the stomach in a pub car park. A man with a sawn-off shotgun fired at him after pulling up in a car.
In 1985, police raided the home of John Shorthouse in Birmingham. His 5-year-old son, also called John, was accidentally shot dead by a police firearms officer. Mr. Shorthouse, who was arrested over an armed robbery, later grieved at his boy's funeral. Last night, he too became the victim of a shooting. He'd been drinking at the Bagnall Arms in Yardley Wood, Birmingham. While he was in the car park, a car pulled up in the road. A gunman in the vehicle blasted him in the stomach at close range with a sawn-off shotgun.
I thought that was it. I thought he was dead, you know, because they did say he was shot in the stomach, But they turned around and said he was still moving when he was shot over there, just by the edge of the car park.
Any idea why he might have been shot?
I haven't got a clue, honestly. I mean, nobody actually seen him arrive in the pub either. I mean, he just started off, you know, so quickly, and that was it.
Mr. Shorthouse was taken for emergency surgery. Police say his injuries are serious but not life-threatening. They say they've no idea why he was shot.
At the moment, does it look like some kind of grudge shooting?
I really wouldn't like to comment on that. I do not have a motive at all at the moment. So whether it be grudge or any other reason, I wouldn't like to comment on at this moment.
Were there plenty of witnesses?
There were a lot of people present at the scene. Whether they witnessed what happened is some conjecture over.
Police are looking for what is described as a dark-coloured Fiesta-type car. There had been a disturbance in the pub that night, but they're not sure if that had anything to do with the shooting.
Still ahead on tonight's Central News, murder appeal. A vet loses his fight for his freedom. He poisoned his wife to collect her insurance. And a row over troublesome teenagers.
A teenager says he's lucky to be alive after being beaten by a gang with baseball bats. He was repeatedly struck and was slashed with a razor by a group of 40 youths.
Dean Edwards weighs 16 stone and is known as a gentle person. His size may well have saved